always an adventure. Every single time. Every time I hop on with this guy that I'm about to bring here on hashtag Rise and Grind. Every single time him and I connect. And it's some type of adventure. And so we've already had an adventure this morning, but we're going to bring you in. We're going to go ahead and fold you in. We're going to have an incredible episode of hashtag Rise and Grind today. I guarantee it. How can I guarantee it? Because this dude is fire. That's how I can guarantee it. Let's roll. Good morning, good morning, good morning. How are you, my friend? How are you, my friend? You see, there's no excuse for you not pushing yourself to the next level. In order for you to create a new you must have a new mindset. When teams come together, we can create things that are greater than the sum of all of their parts.
So today was really exciting and we were super grateful. We're all leaving with our hearts really full. And we're really grateful for the donations that we get so that we're able to do things like this. Today was all about small acts of kindness because we really want to snowball this. We want you guys to see these little things that you can do, take that and run with it. We really wanted to do things that are easy. You can run and do a couple of things on your lunch break. You know, you can run and donate a few dollars to the Humane Society really quickly, or you can run and pay for a couple of Starbucks drinks. That kind of thing can change somebody's day.
I know how grateful I am for this group and for all the donations that were given to Offline, because I know how I felt today handing those gift cards out to those moms, to the people in Walmart parking lot, just the look on their faces, how thankful they were. I know that made a huge impact on me and made me feel great on today in general. And just like when we went to grab lunch, you know, Alex bought my lunch. I'm so thankful that she bought my lunch. And then we were able to give our waitress, or I'm not sure what you call that, but the lady that was helping us at Sonic, because of you guys, we were able to give her $100 tip to make her day. I mean, it made her nervous, but it made her day, and that made me feel good. I mean, it really did.
We wanted to do acts of kindness that were things that you guys can incorporate into your everyday life. That way, as a group, we're always, impacting the world and making the world a better place to live.
Good morning and welcome to hashtag Rise and Grind. I am your host, Glenn Lundy. I am a husband to one, a father to seven, and the creator of what is going to be the #1 most watched morning show in the world. It is 5:30 a.m. and I hope that you are ready to rise and grind. Good morning, good morning, good morning. How are you, my friend? How are you, my friend? Dude, you did that. You did that. Do you realize that? You did that right there at the bottom in your live feed right now. There's a little stars button. And when you click that stars button, it allows you to donate your dollars to the hashtag Rise and Grind Offline cause. And what we do is we take your dollars, we take 50% of your dollars. We use them to continue operations, continue making hashtag Rise and Grind free, all that good stuff. The other 50% we take out into the community and we use it to bless human beings all over the place. You did that. That video of those girls going out and doing those phenomenal things that they did all day. They spent an entire day blessing people all over the community, and it was thanks to you. So thank you so very, very much. We're so appreciative of all the support that we get here on hashtag Rise and Grind. Listen, I'm going to need you to buckle your seatbelts today because we've got the one and only Michael Cirrillo in the house. That's right, Michael Cirrillo. If you don't know that name, you will by the end of this morning for sure. And then you'll probably know him in other places in the world because he continues to rise to the top. The dude is a beast, but I'm not like ready to bring him in here yet though. He's probably ready. He's sitting behind the scenes. He's like, dude, I've been sitting here for 6 minutes now. It's 3:35 in the morning or whatever over where I live. See, look, he's like, get me in here, coach, as soon as you can. But I'm not quite ready for him yet. You're not quite ready for him yet, I don't think. You're probably not, dude. Cirrillo's, he's a lot, right? But here's what I want to do real quick before I want to bring him in. Let's go back. Let's slow down for just a second. Just a second. This past week, we talked about a concept, man. We talked about the conscious, the subconscious, and the unconscious. And we talked about how your subconscious can literally hold you prisoner, can literally chain you to old ways, not allow you to grow, not allow you to thrive. We talked about that all week, and I hope, dude, we packed so much into 3 days. It was crazy. It was Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. We tried to pack a lot in to a very short time span, but it's a tremendous concept. So if you didn't get the opportunity, go back. Watch these episodes from this week again. Slow them down, speed them up, however you need to process this information. Listen, there are so many people on this planet that never do what they were meant to do. They never take advantage of the gift that they've been given. They never really step into their purpose and their greatness. And I don't want that to be you. See, you need to be able to break free for some of the chains that are in your subconscious mind. You see, I want you to rise every single day with intention and purpose so that you can evolve into the absolute best version of yourself that you can be. Because I know if you do that, it will make a massive impact on your friends, your family members, your coworkers, everybody that you come in contact with. And I want to do it with you. We can do this together. That's what Rise and Grind is all about, man. It's about doing these things together. You don't have to do it alone. So I'm going to bring Cirrillo on here in a second. We're going to have a lot of fun and we're going to laugh and so on and so forth. But I just wanted to remind you, don't take what we talked about this week lightly. It was one of the most powerful things I learned in my life, and it was completely transformative. Look at this guy. I think that video right there, like, clearly captures your essence. 1,000,000% captures your essence. How do you feel about when you saw that clip where you like, holy smokes, they completely embodied who I am?
Well, there were two thoughts that came to my mind. The first one was, man, my beard was on point at that conference. And the second one was, I hope that guy finally found the bathroom he was looking for coming up that escalator. That's what he's doing. He's going, where's the bathroom?
I think you might have been at that point. It was a little chaotic. We were at 10X. Hey, normally I don't bring my guest on until we do this thing where we got to dance, we got to get the body moving, we got to get the blood flowing, we got to get the heart pumping. But I just thought we'd mix it up just a little bit. And instead of me saying, hey, this is the part of the show where we need to dance, get the body moving, get the blood pumping and all that, I think you should lead us off. So tell everybody what we're about to do, and the music is kicking in right now. They can hear it, and you take the lead.
This is that part of the show, y'all. This is that part of the show where we say good morning to you, and you say good morning to us, and we dance. Let's do it. Who are we saying good morning to? We're saying good morning to James Gavin. What's going on, Tabby? Sarah. He says, crap! Almost just got hit by a garbage truck. Don't do that!
Yeah,
that's the worst thing ever. Vicky, Mike Stevens, what's going on, everybody? Whitney Whitney! Man, they're going, how's this dude got energy at 341?
Yes.
Jeff Baker. Janelle.
Dude, I love it. I love it. Hey, for those of you that know and those of you that don't know, this is the part of the show where we need you to hit that share button. That's right. We need you to hit that share button because I believe if we can change the way people start their day, it'll make a massive impact on this planet. I truly believe that. And sometimes all it takes to change the way somebody starts their day is for you to hit that share button. All right? Also, it is 3:30 in the morning. Michael Cirrillo is up there in Canada. He's up super early this morning to spend some time with you. The best way we can honor our guests when they come here on hashtag Rise and Grind is to hit that share button and also make sure you blow him up today. Blow him up. Give him encouraging messages. I want him to message me and be like, Glenn, I am trying to get work done, but I cannot because your crazy Rise and Grinders won't leave me alone. But that is the best thing that we can do to honor our guests here on hashtag Rise and Grind. It's going to be an incredible show. Great to see you, Karen Simpson, Terry Collins, Sean Weatherby, Emily Galler is in the house. How you doing, Liza Myers? Borges. We also got Scott Simons, John Coltonborn, Mr. James Gavin. I believe I saw Carter Myers himself up in here, which is always an honor. Susan Rose is in the house. Janelle Griego, Samuel Jimenez. What's up, Don Sankey? Oh, I even see the one and only Mr. Michael Cirrillo is in the house this morning. Jonathan Soderman, great to see you. What's up, Megan DiMartino? Brad Smith is in the house this morning. Dude, packed house. Vicky Everett, packed house here on hashtag Rise and Grind. You guys ready to dive in? Ready to dive in, learn a little bit from Mr. Cirrillo? I think it's time. Bill McLean, what do you think? Carrie Lynn Carter, what do you think? Robin Wilton, ooh, that's a tough one. Robin Wyshans, uh-oh. Billy Merritt, dude, Billy Merritt says he wants to fly to Canada. Cirrillo, you know Billy?
I don't know. If I say no, and we have, then that's really mean.
Billy Merritt. Maybe you interviewed him at some time. Who knows? Billy Merritt. All right, we got to kill that music. Billy Merritt is he is my friend that picked me up with his little private plane the other like about a month ago. He came and picked me up with his private plane. Yeah, dude, super awesome. He's got a company called Digi Ninjas. Have you heard of Digi Ninjas? They do they utilize text messaging and social media Facebook blast campaigns to create events for dealers all across the United States. He's had a lot of success, built it just started building it like 2 years ago. It's making a massive impact in a lot of dealerships across the country. Talk about making a massive impact in a lot of dealerships around the country and just, you know, period around the world even. You, dude, like, you've got your podcast, right?
Yeah.
You've got your digital marketing agency where you take care of dealers all across the country. You are like completely the greatest thing to ever step foot in Canada, which is amazing. And a little bit more. And you're an amazing father, and you're an incredible husband, and truly an awesome friend.
Oh, shucks.
Of all of that, man. So you're just amazing, dude, doing all of these amazing things. And I was so excited to have you on my show. It's really interesting because every time I do an interview, I try to find like questions that nobody's asked before. I try to literally for myself, I'm very selfish with my interviews. I'm like, what don't I know, right? Like, this is all about me.
Oh, crap.
And so I tried to do that with you, and it's a little bit tougher because you and I have had like 16 million conversations over the years. And so it's kind of like, all right, yeah, where is John Paul? Good question, Emily. So it's like, all right, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to start right here. The world is chaos. We're just going to start there. How the heck are you handling things, my man?
Well, I, the world inside of my head is an amazing place. It's an amazing gift. And I think in order to see it that way, you have to do things to nourish your brain, that big, beautiful supercomputer between your ears. The brain, man, it is the mindset. It is the difference between seeing the world through a chaotic lens or seeing it through total zen. Like, dude, I'm convinced at this point that the world could be exploding, like in the opening scenes of Superman, the Christopher Reeve Supermans, when the like Krypton just explodes. I'm gonna be the one dude falling across the shot that's just like smiling. I'm gonna be like, I'm falling on my terms, yo.
Right.
But that also stems from places I've been in my life. So how am I handling the world, dude? Like, the world's a big, beautiful place. There's so many amazing people. How could I not see all of that? Like, yeah, of course I see everything that's going on out there. But man, it's the difference between 0 and 1. It's like just a small step gets you to this place of gratitude and recognizing miracles and seeing goodness and seeing service and seeing so many amazing things that are going on. Like, the other thing too is this world's a big, big, big place, right? So the one thing about North American culture is we are really good at having the media just cram down whatever narrative they want us to see, right? And then we're led to believe that must be the way it is all over the world, right? Dude, I lived in the Philippines, man. They don't have a clue what's going on in some of those villages. Their day through this whole pandemic has continued to be wake up at 3:45 a.m., go fish, come back, fix the nets. So it's all just a matter of like perspective, where you're at, and what you, or in my case, because you asked me how I do it, it's about what I allow into my universe, right? So
well, let's back this up a little bit. Let's back it up. You're there now.
Yeah,
that's where you're at now, right? You got your beautiful studio, you got your lights, you got your little statues, your figurines, you got your company, you got your beautiful wife, you got your kids, got this amazing perspective on life, dude. You're freaking following, the world's exploding, you're following with a smile on your face. That's where you are now. But I know some things about you that maybe other people don't know, and that's not who you used to be. You used to be a lot bigger, a lot heavier, a lot depressed. Like, you went through this battle, and I know that there are people watching this show right now that are like, dude, I get it. I'm supposed to fill my mind with good stuff. Totally get it. I'm supposed to appreciate that I've got running water. Totally get it, right? I'm supposed to do those things, but I can't. I'm not there yet. So what's step one? How do I get from, I don't even want to get out of bed, right?
Yeah.
How do I get from that step? I can't even see where you're at yet. So how do I get from, I don't want to get out of bed to at least mustering up that first step to now I want to at least get out of bed, right?
Totally. Yeah, amazing. So I totally get it. I was there for the better part of a decade. Where most people are living it up in their 20s, I lived it by feeling like I was condemned to hell. Like, that was the way depression triggered me. Of course, growing up in a religious household and continuing on in my religious and faith journey, those were the feelings that I felt every day. I felt like, man, I'm already damned to hell. There's no way life could get any worse than this. And I lived in this constant state of what we call derealization. And anybody that's experienced derealization knows that it is this haunting feeling where you know that you exist, but you almost feel like you are in a dream constantly. And at first you're like, weird, am I having this conversation with Glenn Lundy? Like, I know I'm here. I see the Facebook comments, but I don't feel like I'm here. And at first you're like, well, that's weird. I've never felt that before. 6 years, day after day of feeling that. And you're like, it's time to I don't know. I don't know what it's time to do. You start going to really crazy spot. Like, dude, you're 3 o'clock in the morning, bathroom visit. And you're like, you're sitting there and you're like, do I feel this way? Yeah, I do. And you're like, oh my gosh, it's so haunting. So I totally get it. So the first thing I'm going to say to people that are watching right now or who are going to watch this in the future that feel that way and are like, I get it. I hear all this stuff and I can't get out of bed. The first thing that I want to tell you is how much I love you. I have such a sensitivity to people who are anguished because I can feel it. I can sense it. And if you haven't walked that road, it's really hard for somebody to understand. So the first thing you need to know is that you are loved. You are loved. You mean so much. Okay. You are not, you must not define your entire existence by the one day, the 1 month, the 1 year that you struggled to get out of bed. That's the first. So what did I do? I had to make a decision. Like everything starts with a choice. I mentioned like how our brain is this supercomputer. Hey, this thing is making decisions faster than you even realize. There are dots being connected faster than you realize. Now you just need to consciously today, those who hear this message need to make the choice right now, this moment, that you're going to just make one small step. You're going to take one small step. Don't worry about the steps that I'm taking or the perceived size of the steps that Glenn Lundy is taking or the perceived size of the steps that Damon John and Will Smith. Don't worry about the size of the steps you think they are taking. Accept and be so grateful and realize and have faith and confidence in the fact that small steps are still steps. And then pat yourself on the back. I congratulate you. If you're up at this hour, you didn't want to get out of bed and you're up at this hour and you're watching this.
That's a big win.
That's huge.
That's a big win. No
Go
doubt.
into your weekend being like, I'm the best. I'm the best. Wicked best. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I get that. For me, here's where I'll just cap that off. For me, it was making a decision. Is life this awful? Or am I destined for something more? Is that even a possibility? And I decided for myself, after getting so sick of feeling that way for 6, 7, 8, 9 years, that I had to see. I had to experiment. And so the first decision that I made is that every morning when I woke up, I would just lay there in bed. You know, I think a lot of people rush or they do this, right? First thing in the morning. My first decision every single day was I'm just going to sit in bed until I can list at least 5, 6, maybe 7 things that I am genuinely grateful for.
Right.
And it was in that practice that I learned something very valuable, which is we are so superficial in our gratitude as a society.
Hey, Glenn, thanks for having me on the show today. Really means a lot.
Right. And then, but there's nothing there, you know?
Sure.
What I learned for myself after maybe a month of doing this and not recognizing any changes, it's that I was missing a very crucial piece to the whole gratitude formula, which is the why, the purpose. Like, why am I grateful for that? Why did I even say that?
Mm-hmm.
You know, like, let's break things down to the matrix level here. Let's start seeing things in ones and zeros. And so I remember I did that. You know, I added the whole why, purpose-driven gratitude to my ritual in the morning. And it took about a week, but I remember sitting in my home office one day and I was just looking. It was in the fall. I was looking out the window. There was this gorgeous maple tree. And it was golden hour for photographers in the room this morning. They know golden hours when the sun is just kind of not setting fully, but it's almost there, and it's just casting this brilliant golden glow over everything. Mm-hmm. And I sat there one day, and I was just looking out my window, feeling kind of down and just frustrated. And I remember looking at this maple tree, and the leaves were all moving individually, and they were all billowing in the breeze, and it hit me. I remember saying to myself, I am so grateful for this beautiful tree because it is stimulating me in a positive way. It's making me feel happy. I love the way it looks. All of a sudden there was this like purpose behind it, and the feeling, the rush of gratitude that I actually felt was like the first time in my life I think I'd ever felt genuine gratitude in my heart, and things changed from there in a big, big way.
Right. It's beautiful, man. And you guys, this is Michael Cirrillo, and this is Michael Cirrillo all the time. He's very poetic, right? It's very beautiful. It's very beautiful the way that he speaks and the way that he looks at the world. And so, Michael, thank you for sharing that part of your testimony, and thank you for sharing, those words, because that's where it starts, right? You are loved. You are not alone. You have unique and special gifts. You have value, right? You have worth, and it really kind of starts from there, and we build it up. All right, so we're gonna mix it up a little bit. This is a morning show. This is Friday. I think that what you just shared right there, super super impactful and very serious stuff, very important stuff, very valuable stuff. And so now we're gonna mix it up real quick. Only because
By the way, I was so tempted to start the show. Like, you were going to intro me. I was so tempted to just be laying on this desk like
you're
like
asleep.
I'd spent the whole night here just waiting.
Oh my goodness, dude! Lindsay
And then
Margaret
I
Shakers
couldn't because I'm
here.
not wearing pants.
Oh, well, yeah, so you probably should have knew that. Lindsay Margaret Shaker's on here. So many people are on here. We got over 100 people watching live this morning, which is incredible. And so we have an incredible audience. Thousands of people will watch this later throughout the day. And by the way, there's 102 of you on here, so I do anticipate and am super excited and looking forward to going back and seeing 102 shares is what I'm excited about seeing a little bit later. I'm going to audit this right now, and I'm going to make sure that all 102 people hit the share button, because he's up at 3:30 dropping fire, dude. So if you're not sharing this, I don't know what you're sharing. Let's just have that conversation. If you won't share motivation, education, inspiration, Glenn Lundy, Michael Cirrillo on your page, what are you sharing on your page? I'm just saying you might want to think about this morning. All right, we're gonna mix it up. You, sir,
Yeah.
how many different instrument imitations can you do?
Oh, geez. I had a feeling. I was driving in this morning. I'm like, he's going to ask me something about, and he's going to try and put me on the spot with me. I grew up always doing voices. I think I was the class clown, by the way. I was like the guy that one of my school counselors in high school was like, we're a little worried. We just don't think you're going to amount to much. Because I was just like, I was the guy that was just super uninterested. I only wanted to make people laugh. I only wanted to bring joy and relief to them, and comedy was the thing. By the way, side note, I didn't know that real like modern today comedians existed until I was like in the 8th grade, I think, because I grew up watching Danny Kaye, Bing Crosby, like Jerry Lewis, Dean Martin. So I thought those were actually the comedians of the day. And I think I cried when I realized that most of them were in their like 70s. Right. I was like, what? Danny Kaye's in his 70s? So anyways, but I grew up, watching that style, and I loved it. I gravitated toward it because it was observational. It was body language. It was making funny faces and voices and just going that way. And I never had to, put anybody down or anything like that. Sure. That led into just always experimenting. I was always doing voices. I think the first voice I did was like, "Heidi ho, Kermit the Frog here." It was like, and I would just walk around and the 8th, 9th, 10th graders were like, "Who is this loser that just walks around being like, "Heidi ho, Kermit the Frog here"? And like, I couldn't just karate chop. I couldn't just karate chop somebody. I couldn't just do this. I had to full on Miss Piggy, like it was just, and then I think, there was like Pee Wee Herman in there if I didn't like something. And I'm sure, thinking back on it, I probably drove my parents absolutely bonkers, because if I didn't like the broccoli on my plate, I'd go, it was like, that sort of a thing. So how many voices I've never really counted. I just love trying to.
How many instruments can you imitate?
Honestly, this sounds super. I don't know. Probably a few.
All right, we need a 60-second. Or no, 30 seconds. We need 30 seconds of Cirrillo-based music with no words.
Crap.
Just
All
sounds.
right.
I want to hear at least 4 or 5 different instruments here.
I can't make any guarantees, especially this early in the morning.
Come on, you got
4
it.
a.m.,
Let's
yo.
go.
All right.
Everybody's ready. Heather Fox is like, this is a great interview. Let's go. Suzanne Wall,
There we go.
Aaron Ryan, like no pressure. There's only 105 people live and thousands watching later. All right, here
Hey,
you go.
remember,
4 o'clock in the morning.
when,
Nope, no stalling. I'm gonna bring you in. I know how you are.
All right,
you're
here we
you're
go,
a
here we go, here
podcaster,
we go.
so you know how to take control. I'm not letting you do it.
So you remember the when subwoofers were cool?
Yeah, I remember.
I remember in high school subwoofers were so cool. And so the guys after school, they'd have to turn on their like Tupac or something like that. You know, and after school they would just have to do the drive-bys. So all you'd hear was like right? And then they would turn around at the end of the street. Did they ever do this where you were? And then like you just hear them coming again. It was like and you're like, oh, okay, come on. Like, let's get it. Right?
Yes, dude, that's so awesome. I love it. Hey, look, dude, it's already 6:02. Hold on. Just hang tight for just a second, Michael. Hey, that's my buddy Michael Cirrillo. It's 6:02. I know that you guys have morning routines. I try to honor your morning routine, but there are 110 people currently watching live, and Cirrillo and I are having a good old time, and hopefully you're having a good time as well. And what a way to go into your weekend, right? Laughing a little bit, having some fun, talking about some really cool and inspiring things, but at the same time having a big laugh. And that's why I knew having Cirrillo on the show today would be really, really special. And so if you've got to go and you need more videos like this down the road, you can go to glennlundy.com. If you haven't joined our Rise and Grind Elite group, I highly suggest you do it. It's incredible. Go to riseandgrindelite.com. If you've got to get out of here, I totally get it. But for the other 114 of you that are going to stay here, we're going to continue to have a little bit more fun, and we're going to have some serious, and we're going to mix it all in, because that's what Michael Cirrillo and I do for some reason. When we get together, we have deep, impactful, thoughtful conversations, and then I try to break it up by making him beatbox and do different instrument sounds along the way. Dude, you're super funny, you're crazy smart, and you're mildly handsome. All right. So putting
ugly cry face.
So let's just say, taking all of those things, right? Super funny, crazy smart. Did you DNA your way into success, or like, what's your secret?
Well, I mean, did I DNA my way? Wow, that's actually something nobody's ever asked me. I think DNA gets you to a certain point. I'm raised from a long line of get it done kind of people, right? I grew up in the house with an entrepreneur. The examples I have of starting business are starting businesses with only an idea and selling an idea. Every business that my family or I have started spanning the last almost 60 years were started with zero startup capital, no bank loans, no lines of credit, no investors, nothing but an idea. And I remember my earliest kind of experiences out on the road selling an idea with nothing to show for it. I was probably 17, 18. We were in the publishing business. We published automotive magazines, and I was going into dealerships, suiting up as a 17-year-old, being like, hey, I don't have anything to show you right now, but it's going to be about this big, and it's going to be glossy. It's going to be better quality than that. We're going to distribute to Walmarts, to, all of the different places. We're going to print about 60,000 of these. And if you sign up right now for 2 pages, we're going to get your inventory on our website as well. And like, holy geez, dude, dealers were signing up, and it was crazy. But that was the example I had from my father, who's like, hey, you don't push me up against a wall. This whole, like, I don't have anything to start with, I don't have any resources, that's just an excuse. You have a choice to make, and you can go out there and make money right now. And so that's something that I think was instilled in me. Is that a DNA thing? I don't know, but it certainly was an example, and certainly part of a larger narrative that you speak to, which is about your network. Like, okay, well, my dad's in my network, right?
Right.
But then, I think my dad was able to get me to a certain point. And then I had to, and I think that point was like, a bird that pushes their like
Sure, out of the nest.
Chick out of the nest. And it's like, you got to fly. And so I'm grateful for that kind of industrious nature that we have, where it's like, if you don't have something, you can go get something, because, and listen carefully, there is nothing that doesn't already exist that you need to like wait for. Like,
Right.
people go, oh man, if I only had that. It's like,
Right.
well, dude, that thing exists. Go get it.
Right.
So I'm grateful for that. But here's the thing, here's the catch to that. Here's the whole, like, you got to do it on your own as well. Each of us have our own definition of success. Some of us have admitted it to ourselves sooner than others. Some of us have accepted what success means to us sooner than others. Some other people, and I mean, look at your Facebook feed. There are so many people that haven't defined success for themselves, and they're busy chasing Glenn Lundy's version of it without any of the context. They're just spinning in circles thinking they're chasing. Oh man, Glenn Lundy posted something on Facebook. I got to post something on Facebook the same amount of times that he does. But they have no clue what it is you are actually, for you, wanting to do. You don't know how that post feeds into a larger context of whatever game plan or strategy you're playing. Right. And so many people are busy chasing what they see somebody else doing, thinking that success is a zero-sum game. In other words, they think that in order to win, somebody else has to lose.
Right.
And that just drives me bonkers. And that gets perpetuated by the media. You see a company that gets bought for $160 million, and immediately you take it personally. You're like, oh man, well then I'm losing because I'm not getting bought for $160 million. Dude, do you actually want that? Be honest with yourself. And so, for the 102 people that I see on here right now, if you're feeling stuck, or you're feeling frustrated, or you're feeling like you're spinning your circles, or you feel like you're not achieving what your potential is, what your God-given mission is, the first decision you can make after being grateful and introducing more clarity into your existence is to just get real with yourself and take out a piece of pen and paper and write down what's frustrating you about your current situation. And then on that same piece of paper right next to it, write down what you are going to do today, tomorrow, this week, this month, to put a strike through that thing.
Yeah, love it. Love
Yeah.
it, man. Love it. I had a conversation, you're spot on. I had a conversation with a friend yesterday, and he was like, dude, this sucks. This person doesn't appreciate me. This person doesn't see my value. This isn't going the way that I thought it was going to go. I've done this. I'm not getting this result. Like all of these things. And I just sat and I listened and I listened and I listened, and I am so good, dude. Cirrillo, I'm getting so good at this lead thing. Listen, encourage, advise, and develop, and do it daily, right? I'm getting really good at it. And so I'm just like listening and listening and listening and listening. I'm looking for opportunities to encourage him. Oh, I can understand that. Oh yeah, I used to feel that way, right? Like encourage. And so after like 23 minutes of him giving it, like just pouring it all out, dude. Like you just said, all of his frustrations, all of the things, like he didn't write it down. He poured it into my brain instead. Well, I shouldn't say into my brain, lightly on the outside of my brain, because there's a safe place there. But when he got to the end, I just kind of sat there quietly, and he was like, so, thanks for letting me unload. I'm like, yeah, no problem. And then he's like, so do you got any advice for me? Now he was ready for advice, right? Listen, encourage. Now we advise. And I was like, I do, but you probably don't want it right now. Like you might not be in the right place. Like you're punching walls. Like you're right now.
Is he punching walls in
Yeah.
front of you, by the way?
Not in front of me, but like
looks
literally,
awesome
like
to
he
me.
had just got done punching a wall. His hand hurts, all
Oh,
this
okay,
stuff.
wow.
I'm like, bro, I don't know if you want to hear what I have to tell you. Maybe you want to call me in a day or two when you're calm, and I can. He's like, nah, man, just give it to me. I said, brother, nothing is going to change until you realize that it doesn't matter. Nothing on the outside matters. If you don't feel it here, if you don't see your value, if you don't have that confidence, if you are not happy with self, it doesn't matter. Because he was like, I wish I had a wife that would do this and would do that. I'm like, dude, the wife don't matter. The job don't matter. Where you live don't matter. None of it matters. You take yourself wherever you go. You got to get right with you first. You got to go, okay, this is what I've got. It's not what I don't have. It's not what I've lost. This is what I've got. This is the situation. This is where I'm at. What am I going to do about it? Not what are they going to do for me or what do they expect? So you're spot on that, dude. Totally get it. Another thing I want to share with you. Have you ever read this book called Big Magic?
No. Who's that by?
So Heather Parody introduced me to this book called Big Magic. It's by Elizabeth. It's the same woman who wrote Eat, Pray, Love.
Okay, yeah.
And holy smokes, I got my mind blown yesterday. I was on the mower. I had to do some mowing around the pond, and so I was listening to audibles on the mower. And dude, in an hour, this woman completely shifted my world at 42 to the point where I had a dream last night that I discovered that I had the ability to turn invisible at will. And it was like a total superpower. And I was like, I've been able to do this my whole life. And I didn't realize it till I was 42. And I think it came from this book, dude, because she talks about this idea, this concept. Elizabeth Gilbert, there it is. She talks about this concept that ideas like are actual, like they're physical, they exist, right? And they float around in the space all around the globe, and they're looking for humans to bring them to life, right? Wow. And if you don't, like they'll attach to you, they'll give it to you, you feel it, you feel the inspiration, but if you don't take like action on it, they'll leave you and go find another human that will take action on that idea. And that's why we've all had those times where we're like, dude, I was the guy that thought of the Snuggie. I'm the one who should have made the blanket with sleeves. Because I do. When I was in like 9th grade, dude, I thought I need to put a blanket on my sleeves so I don't, or sleeves on my blanket. And then I saw it years later, and that dude's rich as stuff now, right? But that idea landed on me at one point. But I didn't take any action on it. I didn't have the confidence behind it. I didn't go for it, right? Yeah. And so the idea was like, well, screw you, partner. Someone else is going to bring me to life. And it goes, right? So she's talking about this whole concept in this book. And I'm just like, wow. How incredible is that to think that every amazing idea that will ever exist is currently seeking a host, someone to bring it to life. And if we don't create space mentally and physically to allow that, if we're too busy caught up in what we don't have or complaining about our frustrations, then that idea can't seed, and it bounces off and it goes somewhere else, dude. Incredible book. You're spot on.
An amazing concept. You know, let's dig into that. Let's extract that a little bit too, because there's, you know, you're touching on something. This, what I call the ants, right? We got to kill some ants. Ants stands for automatic negative talk.
Yeah. Kill it.
One of the hardest things. One of the hardest things for me to do was rewire. Coming out of depression, one of the things I had to relearn was to rewire. It's literally the hardest thing I've ever done. I'm not going to sugarcoat it, but that's one of the first things that you can focus on. you know, if you're struggling to get out of bed, to circle back to that individual, you know, the first thing that you can do, the first small step, is be hyper conscious of all of the negative things that are coming out of your mouth, and make a resolve that tomorrow you will do it one less time. And then the next day to do it 2 less times, and the next day to do it 3 less times. And boy, does that sound drawn out, and especially in this instant gratification society that we live in. But the faster you can kill your ants.
That's right.
Not your relatives. Poor. And Edna's sitting here wondering why everyone's sending death threats. You know, but to kill your ANTs, automatic negative thoughts.
Yes.
I'm not good. Oh man, I'll never be able to do that. Oh man, he's got it all. Oh man, he's got a ride-on lawnmower. Man, I wish I could have a ride-on lawnmower so I could reenact the entire movie of Can't Buy Me Love circa 1980, whatever, featuring Patrick Dempsey. Dude, I just want to ride on lawnmower so I can make out with my wife on it while we like zigzag mow the lawn because we're not paying attention. That's all I wish I could. Oh man, if only. I'll never be able to. Let me tell you something right now, and I'm going to look straight into the camera for effect. If you continue to fight this hard for your limitations, you get to keep them. Right? Stop. Why are you fighting so hard for that crap? Open up your mind. And by the way, you made me think of something else, because this whole concept. What was the name of this book, by the way? I need to check it out.
Magic. It's incredible.
Big Magic. Okay.
Yeah.
So I want to just give everybody a little bit of a secret. If you let's talk science just a little bit here, because I want to give somebody a secret that I am hyper focused on, and it is the 4 different brain waves and being able to tap into them. And I'm just gonna honestly go research this for yourself and just learn about it, because if you can tap into the potential of your brain and actually give it an environment in which it can thrive, less of those big, awesome, crazy, bold, beautiful ideas that you have are going to go unpassed, and you're actually going to have the clarity on what you need to do to achieve them, or like you said, the magic word, to do something. So let's just walk through 4 of them, because I focus on these things every day because they are life-changing.
Okay, hold on. Hey, guys, it's 6:17. I know we're running late. I love you. This is going to be Cirrillo's 2-minute takeaway right here, all right? We're going to put him up on a mountaintop. We're going to cheer for him. Cirrillo, Cirrillo, Cirrillo. Listen, if you enjoyed today's show, you got to hit the share button. You got to. You ain't got no other options, no choice. You got to do it. If you need more videos, go to GlennLundy.com. I stinking love you guys. Thanks for hanging with us. Cirrillo, you are on top of a mountain. All of civilization is watching. You're about to drop on them the 4 different brainwaves so that we can move forward with speed. Drop it on us.
All right, here you go. You ready for this? I'm going to go real quick. First brainwave that you need to know about is called the alpha brainwave. Alpha brainwave is when you are in a relaxed state. Think about coming home from a hard day of work and you turn the TV on and you're there and you're kind of relaxing because you're not fully focused. You're still kind of like conscious, you know what you're doing, but you are in a much more relaxed state. That usually happens when you're watching TV mindlessly. You are in an alpha brainwave state, okay? The next one is beta. Beta is what you and I are in right now. You're focused, you've got attention, energy, you're putting into your tasks, you are mindful of what you are doing, okay? We go most of our day in a beta brainwave state, okay? The next one is theta, okay? So you need to understand about theta. Theta is much more of a slower frequency than alpha. So where alpha is kind of that mindless relaxation, theta is what you most often would experience sitting in a hot tub or in a hot shower in the morning, where you know that hashtag shower thought, and you're in this deeply relaxed state where all these cool ideas seem to come to you, right? And then delta. Delta is the state I was in 2 hours ago. Deep regenerative sleep. You need to understand as you get older that you experience the delta brainwave state much, much less. I know you're a big proponent of sleep. Children experience delta much more commonly than adults do. So let's talk about real quick how you can tap into those things. The first thing you need to do is set up your environment so that you can experience the full potential of your brain. So the first thing is you need to have a nighttime routine, not just a morning routine. If your nighttime routine is a phone in your face or an iPad in your face or a TV in your face that's just blasting blue light into your eyes right before you go to bed, guess what? You're not going to have a very good sleep. You will not get to delta. Why? Because blue light inhibits the amount of melatonin that your body naturally produces. And so you are already going into brainwave states with much less capacity. You're going to wake up feeling tired. You're going to wake up feeling exhausted. You're not going to be motivated to do anything. You're going to be mad at your wife. You're going to be mad at your husband, your significant other, your siblings. You're going to find everything wrong with the world. So you, by finishing your day on the wrong foot, have already started your day on the wrong foot. Okay.
Strong.
So you need to get yourself to, you need to like seriously put a phone in the other room. I love people like Ariana Huffington from the Huffington Post, editor-in-chief, founder of the Huffington Post. She talks about how she puts her phone to bed at night. She actually created a little cradle that she has it in a different room on its charging station. And then she has a little emergency flip phone, like a pay-as-you-go phone that she keeps by her bed. If it's an emergency in the middle of the night, you need to wake me up, you're calling that phone, not this one. So she is creating an environment or an atmosphere for herself by which she can succeed. That means she gets much better sleep. That means she wakes up. Well, guess what? The first thing I do in the morning is I take that nice, hot, theta-inducing shower so I can have those shower thoughts. And I have all these amazing ideas. And then I go to from those amazing ideas, I go to documentation. I write in my gratitude journal. I write down some of those bold, crazy ideas. But because I had such a good sleep, I am able to be much more focused when I am in beta. So that, see, it's not about how much sleep you get. People talking about, you need to have this, you need to have that. You need to get as much sleep as you need for you and your lifestyle. But boy, George, I almost said boy George.
That's what I heard.
By golly, what matters more than the sleep you get is what you do when you're awake. And you need to set yourself up to succeed. You see, you can be, if you're not giving yourself a good evening routine and setting yourself up to succeed and get good rest, regenerative sleep, to wake up much more mindful. If you're throwing that phone in your face first thing in the morning, and I know you talk about this, you are setting yourself up to fail, not succeed. So tap into the full potential of your brain. And I'm on the top of a mountain. And the last thing I'm going to say to everybody is go and do. Go and do. Do something. Move. In that movement, you will get the clarity you need to just climb new mountains. Man, I can't imagine what would happen if I never started that podcast. If I overthought the type of microphone I would need. By the way, I have my nice microphone here. This is what I podcast on right here. It's the same microphone that Glenn uses. But the irony of what I just said is I'm now actually speaking into the microphone that I use to start the podcast, which doesn't go into a mixer. It USB directly interfaces into my computer. It cost me $50 on Amazon. Go and do. As you do, you will gain the clarity you need to grow.
That's right.
And as you grow, you'll get more clarity, but don't stop moving. When you overthink, you underact. Set yourself up to succeed and then go frickin' dominate.
Love it. Love it. Love it. Boom. $50 mic drop. Boom. Just like that. He's going to go ahead and put that away now.
Hey, man, I treat this thing with the same respect I do for this $50 one for this $700 one.
Of course, man. You even switched the boom on it and everything. Dude, that was my man, Mr. Michael Cirrillo. He is the man. Do me a favor, blow him up today. If you heard anything you found valuable, you need to make sure to reach out. Say, thanks, Michael, for getting up at 3 o'clock in the morning over there in Canada to share the day with us. It really, really, really meant a lot. You are a special human being, and you're so spot on, man. Go and do. Quit trying to figure out all the stuff. Quit trying to figure out, well, it's got to be perfect. I can't do it yet. I can't release my song. I can't share my book. I can't go live on Facebook. I got to
kill them ants.
My makeup's messed up. I got to get a haircut first. Whatever it is, you're telling yourself, stop it. Step on those little teeny tiny ants as Michael Cirrillo calls them. Step on those little teeny tiny ants and just dude, Cirrillo, you're a rock star, my man. Thanks for joining us on hashtag Rise and Grind. We did a full hour, which I am not surprised because you and I we could rap like this all day. We're going to let everybody out of here, but thank you so much for being on the show. You're the best. I stinking love you, brother.
Thank you, man. Love you too. Love everybody. Thank you so much for checking this out today. Have an incredible Friday. Have an incredible weekend. See the good in the world, man. Be grateful. Go do something. Yee!
All the things my man Michael Cirrillo said. Enjoy your weekend. If you need more videos, go to GlennLundy.com. That's right, GlennLundy.com. If you want to spend a couple hours a week with us and hang out in the Rise and Grind Elite, go to Rise and Grind Elite.com. You can join us there. Amazing community. But most importantly, will you come back here on Monday morning at 5:30 a.m.? Because we're going to do this all over again on hashtag Rise and Grind. And September is going to blow your mind. Just so you know. We got a lot of things going on in September. Like, I can't even. Let's just go there. Have a great day, guys. Love you. Good morning. How are you, my friend? You see, there's no excuse for you not pushing yourself to the next level. In order for you to create a new you must have a new mindset. When teams come together, we can create things that are greater than the sum of all of their parts.